to another Tuesday Crafternoon project here for the Waco McLennan County Public Library. I'm Miss Jackie, and I'm so happy to bring you another craft that you can make at home with things you may already have just laying around. And so I'm sure you've heard the idea trash to treasure. Well, we would never call artwork trash, of course, but with a little imagination and our spark of creativity, we can make art that we can frame. One of the things I did this week was make this cat just like this. So I drew a picture of a cat and used some old magazine pages that I folded and glued on and then cut out in the shape of the cat and glued on this paper. I found some old magazines just like these. They don't need to be anything fancy, but what I did look for as I went through the magazines was bright colors and full pages, maybe something just like this. So you can pick out any colors you want, patterns, maybe even think a little bit about what you would want your design to look like. Then you can just tear the pages out and then cut them. So this was about how wide we would want our strips to be cut. I drew a picture of a cat, just like this one, and then outlined with a piece of nice thick paper, just like this. All I had to do was take the cat I cut out, put it on my paper, and using a black marker, I made the shape of the cat. Now, what I did here is make sure that my strips of paper, magazine, or even newsprint would work too. Anything you have is at least as long as my image. I turned it over on the side just like this and made a nice crease. Then folded it over one more time, just like this. So fold it end on end, nice and slow, just making sure that I keep my crease just like this, nice and tight. So you want to keep folding until almost the end. And as you can see, I have my fold but a little tiny bit sticking up. And rub the glue all along. You don't have to use lots and lots of glue. Just make sure that you have glue all along your strip. We fold our end just like that. See how that's nice and folded now. And we have our first strip all ready to go. So once you have enough strips to cover your shape, we'll go ahead and glue those on. And this is where you can let your imagination go. You can put colors together or colors apart. You can make them so that they're all different, just like this. Maybe even put a green over here on this side. You can do whatever you like and whatever you think looks nice. And we are on our very last one. See, that didn't take any time at all to do. This is what it looks like when we have all of our strips glued on. Now, something you could do is you could glue your strips on going this way, diagonal, whatever you would like. All we need to do is flip to the back. See how well he's outlined on the back of the page. We'll just get our scissors out and we will cut our shape out. And you know, I did a cat because I love cats. I wonder, do any of you have a cat at home? Maybe let us know what kind of pets you have. It's always fun to know what kind of pets our friends have as well. All right, and now that we have our cat cut out, don't worry if on the ends he's a little open. You can just take your glue stick and seal that all shut. Then you have your cat. Could be a dog, could be a pumpkin or a robot. What about a dinosaur? I think a dinosaur would look cool too. Now we get our paper ready that we're going to glue our magazine art onto. So we'll just take the back and we'll get our glue stick out and make sure you get all the corners covered. Give it a nice layer of glue all over. And I think it's easy to work with a glue stick, but if you just have regular glue or anything like that at home, of course, you can use that instead. Then I position right in the middle and I just press down nice and hard and we'll let him dry. And once our art dries, it's ready to be framed or hung up. Now, isn't that nice? Look what you helped to create. And that's our craft for this week. Once again, always looking forward to see what you can come up with. And also a big thanks to our friends Pete the Cat and Bad Kitty for their help too. Pete the Cat's one of my favorites. Do you happen to have a favorite character from a book that you like? I like both of these cats here, so that's why I invited them to come along with me. And next week, we're going to be thinking about color and light and making a luminary. So with that special tease, we look forward to seeing you for Tuesday Crafternoon next week. Bye, friends.